Cerberus. Cerberus was the underworld security system, but instead of cameras, sensors, and passwords, Hades went with a nightmare-fueled giant dog. He had 3 heads, a serpent's tail, and just in case that wasn't enough, extra snakes growing all over his body, because apparently someone thought it still needed more intimidation. According to some myths, each head represented the past, the present, and the future, though honestly, all 3 were probably just focused on the next meal. His job was simple and allowed no mistakes. The living stay out, the dead stay in. No one escaped Hades' realm without very specific tricks, a magical lyre like Orpheus used, or muscles from another planet like Hercules. And no, the serpent tail wasn't decorative. It attacked like a venomous whip, because clearly 3 fang-filled mouths weren't scary enough. If you reached the underworld and saw Cerberus wagging his tails, you were already too late. Fenrir. Fenrir is the Norse wolf with a slight growth problem, a catastrophic one. He's not your average fairy tale big bad wolf. We're talking about a beast the size of a mountain, capable of devouring gods like snacks. And just in case there were any doubts, he was Loki's son, which was already a red flag from minute 1. The gods tried raising him with good intentions until Fenrir kept growing, and someone in Asgard said maybe letting an apocalyptic wolf roam free isn't the best idea. First, they chained him with iron. He broke it. Then, with even thicker chains, he broke those too. Desperate, they created Gleipnir, a magical ribbon made from impossible things, the sound of a cat's footsteps, a woman's beard, the roots of a mountain. Fenrir sensed the trap and demanded a guarantee that a god place a hand in his mouth. Tyr, the bravest, accepted. Final result? Fenrir was bound, and Tyr lost his hand. But the story doesn't end there. The prophecy says that during Ragnarok, Fenrir will break free, devour Odin, and turn the end of the world into an all-you-can-eat buffet. If you're a god and you see Fenrir coming, the best plan is to fake your own death. The Nemean lion. The Nemean lion was no ordinary lion. It was basically nature's battle tank. Its golden hide was so tough that no weapon could pierce it. Arrows bounced off, spears bent, and swords only managed to annoy it. To make things worse, its claws could slice through armor like warm butter. For years, it terrorized the region of Nemea, slaughtering livestock and people, until Heracles was assigned to deal with it as his first labor. He tried the obvious approach, weapons. Total failure. So he decided to face it barehanded inside a cave, because Greek heroes had a dangerously unhealthy obsession with close combat. Heracles strangled the beast, and since nothing could cut its skin, he used the lion's own claws to skin it. Then he wore the pelt as armor and walked across Greece dressed in the most intimidating trophy imaginable. If lions had a union, this one would be the boss. Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent of Mesoamerican mythology, is one of the few legendary beasts that doesn't want to rip your face off, unless you're corn. He was the god of wind, wisdom, and creation, with an impressive visual design, a massive serpent covered in brilliant feathers. He's credited with gifting maize to humanity, teaching arts, crafts, and knowledge, and literally making civilization possible. But like any good mythological story, there's drama. In some versions, he was deceived, fell from grace, left his kingdom on a raft made of serpents, and promised to return someday. That promise caused centuries of historical confusion, especially when Spanish conquistadors arrived, and some believed he had come back. Quetzalcoatl proves that not all beasts destroy. Some educate, civilize, and leave with such a dramatic exit that everyone keeps waiting for the sequel. Jörmungandr. Jörmungandr, also known as the Midgard serpent, is the Norse reason you shouldn't swim too far from shore. He's so colossal that he encircles the entire world, biting his own tail like a planet-sized stress toy. Daughter of Loki, surprise, she was thrown into the ocean as a child and decided to process that trauma by growing until every coastline felt nervous. Her eternal enemy is Thor. Once they nearly killed each other during an absurd fishing expedition. Thor used an ox's head as bait because clearly worms weren't up to the task. He hooked the serpent, but a terrified giant cut the line. Even gods have their "I almost had it" moments. During Ragnarok, Jörmungandr will rise, poison the sky, and face Thor one last time. Spoiler, they kill each other because Norse myths love an ending where nobody wins.
Kitsune? Japanese kitsune are foxes that skipped normal life and went straight into becoming magical, shape-shifting spirits. They can take human form, usually as beautiful women or mysterious travelers. And the older they get, the more tails they grow, up to a maximum of 9. At that point, they're basically unstoppable. Some kitsune are protectors and bring good fortune. Others are pure chaos. They deceive for fun, revenge, or sheer boredom. They create illusions, possess people, cast fire, and ruin lives without breaking a sweat. Falling in love with one often ends with waking up one day and realizing your partner was a fox the whole time. Moral of the story, if your new partner avoids mirrors, check for tails before committing. Chimera. The chimera is the Greek answer to the question, why choose one monster when you can have 3? It had the body and head of a lion, another head of a goat growing from its back, and a tail that was literally a venomous snake. Oh, and it breathed fire, a walking disaster. It devastated entire regions until Bellerophon, riding Pegasus, decided to face it. Instead of charging in blindly, he used his brain. He lodged a spear tipped with lead into its mouth. The chimera's fire melted the metal and cooked it from the inside. That's not just killing a monster, that's doing it with intelligence and style. Thunderbird. In the mythology of several Native American peoples, the Thunderbird is the supreme predator of the sky and the absolute ruler of the weather. Every wing beat creates thunder, every blink unleashes lightning, and if it's in a bad mood, a storm hits you without warning. It's not just brute force. Many stories portray it as a protector, a guardian of balance, and an enemy of giant sea creatures. But it's also unpredictable. Some say looking directly at it can kill you. Others claim it lifts whales from the ocean just for a snack. If you see dark clouds and hear a deep roar, it might not just be the weather. It could be a house-sized bird deciding to remodel the coastline. Either way, you're not winning that fight. Better stay indoors. This is the end of this myth. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.